Going on, everybody? Crypt Tip Helper back again, and this time we're going to discuss a little update about the Tbill staking. So if you're part of the liquidity pool, you'll know that it's very down at the moment. There's a lot of sort of FUD going about, and we want to know what's going on. So guys, before you get into this video, could you please hit the subscribe button? We're starting to grow now, and when we hit the 500 mark, I'll be doing a TFUEL giveaway. That's if I've got any TFUEL left by the end of this LP, but let's not get into that one. So I'd appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button and the like, and we'll get the algorithms going. But let's just jump in and see where we're at. So here's the dashboard at the moment. You've got the total activated TFUEL and the total activated Tbill. And here we go on the Oracle, the current Oracle, which is obviously half its price what it should be. And everything's just looking like a bag of shit basically. Just coming down, down, down. But I just want to quickly go back to my video when we first started. So as I got into this in my previous video, I showed you I had 8,600 TFUEL, 1,300 Tbill, and the Oracle was round about 1, so that was all good. And then this big crash happened and the FUD started. So a few days ago, this is what I ended up with. So I had 6,900 TFUEL and 500 activated Tbill. So guys, as we've moved further forward, this is my today's price. So currently I'm stuck in this because I'm offshore at the moment and I haven't got access to my laptop that's got me MetaMask to get out. So this could be either a blessing or it could be an absolute disaster. So now I'm down to 4,700 TFUEL, and the activated Tbill is went up slightly, but it's worth less. So basically it's worth nothing. And as you can see on my rewards, I'll have to scroll back guys, so bear with us. On my rewards, as we go on to my wallet, this is what's really confusing me. So as the daily reward says, I'm getting over 1 Tbill a day of the daily rewards. This is what I'm getting daily. How come my Tbill is still at 23? So if we look when I first started the other day, when we started deteriorating, it was 24. So how the fuck does that work? Like, it is so confusing. I mean, I don't know, because once you've got that reward, how can someone come in and take that reward? It just doesn't make sense whatsoever. So it's very confusing, this smart contract. Yes, it's my own fault. I should have done my own research. But if you look, this was a few days ago. This is today. I've got less Tbill, but it's still saying I'm earning over 1 Tbill a day. But it's absolute bollocks. So guys, I just wanted to do a quick, if you go into Digital Dave's Patreon group, you can go in. So someone's asked the question, look. So hi all, I'm seeking some knowledge and insights into what is happening in the Tbill TFUEL liquidity pool. I see Tbill rebasing, which is expected in the market, but also the amount of TFUEL seems to go down. I see 20% less TFUEL. What is causing this and what to do? Would appreciate all your insights. So these are the answers that we got. So I also believe it's due to impermanent loss, and Dennis seems to think Tbill amount is also decreasing drastically, not only in amount but also in price, which is true when the market is down. So there's no shortcut explanation for this. We have to experience the pain and the gain so that we know that is best for us, in my opinion. Yes Dennis, it is your opinion. Those who want to lock their Tbill and TFUEL and forget for 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 years, and will not notice any of these losses, I think, but he's not sure. We've got Eoin, if that name is pronounced right. Ultimately is that people have withdrawn their LP stakes from the liquidity pool. So now we've got the influencers like Mr. Teddy B, who's sort of giving you scarcity by saying you need to buy these tickets because there's only a few days left. We need to get as much money as possible. And the money goes into Tbill, and Teddy B decides, you know what, I think I'm going to do some research. I'm going to come out the pool. So that's getting out the pool. Everybody's freaked out. I know we've had a lot of equity come out the markets, which is fair enough. But I don't want to get too much into Teddy's sort of choice. It's up to him, and I totally agree with him. Nobody should follow what he does. But when you're an influencer and you're telling people that Tbill's the best thing since sliced bread and you're in it yourself, obviously using your influence to sell tickets, but then soon as the shit hits the fan, you're not so confident in Tbill anymore because obviously you've withdrew all of your TFUEL. So that's just a little bit pissed off a lot of people, and rightly so. But like I say, Teddy, it's your choice. You can do what you want, but when you influence people, well, that's what can happen. So guys, what's my new strategy? Well, as you can see, this is apparently what I've been getting, which is bullshit. My TFUEL has drastically come down. My Tbill has went up, but the Tbill's worth nothing. So I don't know what's going to happen. So with the Theta token, if you look in the news on Theta News, nothing ever gets like mentioned about Tbill whatsoever. Nothing. As I've looked through since January, nothing gets mentioned about Tbill. And as we look on Theta News, you'll see again, nothing gets mentioned about Tbill. So that is a little surprise for me that I should have checked, because you want to go off the official website if there's any partnerships and stuff like that. Now, you've got to understand that this is open Theta. This is meaning like it's open to anyone. So anybody can join the open Theta network and they can create their own things. But like I say, it's just one of them things. So is there any docs accountability with Theta? I know there's an EMA coming up shortly, but when people use open Theta, what's the criteria? Because I would like to know. If you like to know, could you write in the comments what the criteria is, because it's nice to have people fully doxed who are doing this. And when you've got influencers who can influence a lot of people, they sort of listen to them and they follow suit. And obviously this is what happens. When shit hits the fan, it's not nice for anybody. But if you get out first and then tell people 3 days later that you're out, well, that's just another story again. So my new rules are as simple as this. I'm using the G pool to stake my Theta, and I will never take that out ever again. I have to build up my TFUEL back up. So I'm going to be building my TFUEL back up to 10,000 to stake it, because by the time I get home next week, I don't know what my TFUEL status is going to be. So I had over 16,000 and that's just diminished. It's my own fault. No one put a gun to my head. But when there's influencers out there that you trust and you jump in with, well, now I know not to do that. I'm going to make my own choice, and that's simply it. So that's one of my new rules. So if I've got profit from staking, I can put that into liquidity pools, but I will certainly not be taking any out of my staking anymore to put into LPs. So the question is, will Tbill come back? And that is a question to be asked, because I know Deguard, or whatever he's called, hasn't come out yet and spoken. So I know he's on about getting these airdrops. Will these airdrops happen? Well guys, who knows what he's going to be doing, because he's fucking hid behind his computer and he's not speaking to anybody. So that is a bit of a piss take. If he comes out and settles the dust, people might get a bit more confidence, but I think that's been shot now. So if you look at the liquidity pools, the balancer, yes, it fucking does need balance, because a lot of people are out of TFUEL, and a lot of multipliers have been stealing some TFUEL and decided, let's get out, let's fuck the younger guys. But that's just my opinion. But I'm sorry about the language, guys. I don't normally swear. It's just one of them days where we seem to be pissed off. So yes, Tbill, will the airdrops happen? I don't know. Will Deguard come out and tell you everything's going to be right? I don't know. But what I do know is that I've invested a lot more TFUEL that I'm getting back, and these daily rewards aren't daily rewards, because we're not getting rewards, and they can go into your MetaMask and take the rewards that you've got and put them back in, which I think is crazy. So I know there's a lot of people pissed off, me included, and I'm trying not to get a little bit stressed. But guys, I just wanted to show you the update on my TFUEL balance from what you've seen before, and it's totally deteriorated, I know. And there's no point me trying to even withdraw this now, because even the value is worth basically $643. So basically I've been humped in the rear dry, and it's a case of, does this come back? Well guys, you know this could happen, it might not happen, but I'm just going to do the same thing, just leave it in, and I'll continue to journal as I go on and show you guys what's happening. Let's see what happens when the other guys come out and start speaking up about it. So that was a quick video, guys, on what's happening. If you like the video, guys, hit the like. If you'd like to subscribe for more updates on Theta, hit the subscribe button and we'll get this up to 500. And like I say, when we hit 500, I'll be doing a TFUEL giveaway if Deguard decides to give us some back. And we'll just go from there. We'll have fun with it. And most of all, don't take it too serious, guys. We can always get back in the next bull run. It's a little inconvenient, but I'm a bit positive I'm going to get it back anyways. So until the next video, guys, stay safe, and I'll speak to you all in the next video.